Good to see you. No one. Hi, TJ. Hi, Isabella. Hey. Thank you, PF. Through the Lens of Autism. Thank you. Hey, Whitney, Isabella, and Pete. Shannon, Julie. Ron Hay from Alabama. Happy birthday to my channel, everyone. Josh, Terry, Liliana. I'm thanks Alyssa. Hey Shannon. Yeah, so today today effectively is, let's have a actually, give me a second. I'm just going to go on the computer. Just have to make sure I've got this date right. It's about 4 years to the day that I put my first video out. Hey, from Scotland. Clarissa, I think. Shannon, thank you. I appreciate you saying that. Happy birthday from Pete. Thanks, Pete. Cindy, thank you. Sisha, I think it is. Happy birthday. Started reading your book finally. Feel some sort of relatedness and feelings. So I'm happy to hear that. Thank you very much. Hi, Bernie. Let's have a quick look here and we'll make sure we get our head around this. I like to be specific with dates. The first thing I'll tell you is 4 years ago, if you put in Orion and then K into the YouTube search, it wouldn't automatically come up as the first pop-up option, Orion Kelly, that autistic guy, Orion Kelly Autism, that's for sure. So that's a good thing. Let's see. Videos by oldest. All right. Yep. Video by oldest, and my first video, guys, I'm just looking up on the computer now. It's horrible. That's the first thing I'll say. Absolutely horrible. It's only had 6,900 views. Which is really interesting. Anyway, I guess that's a lot for my first video. So 4 years ago today, on the 15th of March 2020. The 15th of March 2020, I, Orion Kelly, that autistic guy, launched my very first video on my brand new channel, and it wasn't good. It wasn't good. In fact, it was bloody horrible. Anyway, it's called Adult Diagnosis and Regret. Meet Orion Kelly, that autistic guy. My first ever video on my brand new channel, launched today, at least where I am, the 15th of March 2020. 4 years! 4 years to build the most amazing community ever. Almost 150,000 subscribers, almost 12 million views, over 700 videos, Jen from Neurodivergent. I'm even an author. So it's big. Yep, she's big. She is big. Here we go. Hey, I'm Orion, and I'm autistic. So why is there words over my face? When I said I'm Orion, I'm Orion Kelly, and then I'm autistic, it's, yeah, I don't
Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Hey, I'm Orion, and I'm autistic. That's just me. This is my YouTube channel. And now, here's your neurologically different host.
Wow, okay. Well, that was horrible. That was horrible. Sure, you may say, oh, you look a little bit younger there. Sure, fine. It's offensive, but I'll take it. But nevertheless, thanks, Whitney. I appreciate it. Yeah, so 4 years ago to the day, that was my first video. And who would have thought what we'd achieve in 4 years? When you think about all the things we've achieved, like we've built this incredible community, all you amazing people. We have this massive back catalog of content that you guys have helped me come up with ideas and helped me, make for the world to use, like this massive library for the world to use, just so we can help autistic people feel validated and seen and heard and supported and their loved ones. Thanks, Cindy. I appreciate that. There's nothing adorable about me now or then, but I appreciate that. Jenny Aspie, hey mate, how are you? Good to see you. I think you mentioned recently that you were feeling unwell. It was going to maybe impact your content this week. I hope you're feeling better. Or if you're still unwell, I hope you get better soon. Yes, that's right. I know everything about every autistic content creator. I have ways. I just scroll through the feeds and look. Anyway, so hey, did you guys know I have videos that are 4 years old? Have you guys seen my videos that are 4 years old? I'd rather you didn't, but if you want to, you could always go to my channel and just click on oldest and then they'll pop up. They're bloody horrible, true, but you know what? It's a good way of seeing how far we've come. Now, put it this way, right? This is in my opinion, put it this way, right? The first video I put out 4 years ago has currently had about 6,000 views. The video I put out this Monday, as in like a few days ago, the start of this week, has had almost 30,000 views. So in 4 years, my first video has had 6,000 views in 4 years, and my video I put out this Monday has had almost 30. How do you even rationalize that? How do you get your mind around that? You can't wrap your head around that. It's not possible. Time has gone so fast. 4 years. From a dad with an autistic son who was like entering primary school to a dad with an autistic son who's, growing up, who's 10. And it's unbelievable. It is unbelievable. So it's great for you guys to be here and hang out and I don't know, chat amongst yourselves. You'd be cool. You could share your favorite. You could share your favorite video of mine in the 4 years. Do you have any? Is there one that sticks out? Your absolute favorite video or your absolute favorite topic? What's your favorite part of the channel? In other words, what would you like me to do more of on my channel? And also, when you have a birthday like this, 4 years, it's a good opportunity too to think about all the other amazing autism, content out there, all the amazing autistic content creators out there that have come along, not only before, but since then. I love that too. It's great to think about those guys. It's like when you think about it 4 years ago when I put it out, and then maybe I put it out and then I started to meet other up-and-comers who had just started at the same time or just after me, like Tay from Mum on the Spectrum, Claire from the Woodshed Theory. And it's amazing how you start to meet all these new and up-and-coming YouTubers, and I'm still doing it today. It's still great to, to meet new and upcoming autistic content creators. It's cool. And the fact that, this is 4 years, guys. The first video I put out, 15th of March, 2020. 4 years since the first video. I can't tell you how many times I thought, all right, I've given this a good crack. I'm going to stop now because people clearly don't want this from me. I can't tell you how many times that happened before I eventually found some sort of level of engagement and success. So, yeah. it's thanks, Lauren. I appreciate that. Yeah, so I think it's really important to recognize, those types of things. People, and why is that? Because as an autistic person, life can be very hard dealing with, the world at large, but creating content, that's an actual, people get paid to do that. Like, that's a job. Videographers, video editors, performers, graphic designers, like, people get paid to do this stuff. And like people like us, autistic content creators, decide, you know what, we'll do it all ourselves. We'll teach ourselves, we'll do it all ourselves for free. And that's what I'm doing. I'm self-taught. I do everything myself. I have no one else as part of a team. Not saying I don't want to, I just don't. I do everything. I write the scripts, I present it, I edit it. I do the graphic design stuff, everything. So it's to think about that over 4 years. For 4 years, I've actually full-time devoted my life to making content for autistic people. When you look at it back like that, you start to think, oh, wow, maybe I've done something okay with my life so far. Maybe I have. Because when you're in the moment, you don't think like that. You just think, this is not, I'm not doing very well here. So, thanks, Dawn. Appreciate that. I agree, Shannon. That's right. Cal liked the video about emotional regulation. Whitney, I think, Whitney, you said you liked collabs and also the unmasked videos. Thank you for that. Jenny, will you get to see more of Conan? 100%. I mean, he's at school right now. It's 10:43 a.m. on a Friday, so he's at school right now. But yeah, like in live stream stuff, he loves to do those. I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will. And as he gets a bit older, maybe he might ask to do some more content or content of his own. And if that's something he wants to do, I'm happy to help him. So you never know. You can call me Mr. Joe. 30 likes, 109 people. It is an interesting ratio. Alyssa, would you do a video on making PE better for autistic kids? That's an interesting. It's an interesting topic. You mean physical education at school? Is that what you mean? Shine from the inside, autism and the effects of aging. Now, I don't know if that's a topic suggestion or a video you liked. I know I did a video on that, on cognitive decline and autism and things like dementia. So that's something I have actually done, but it's a good suggestion as well. Susan, do I have any more plans to write more books? We don't talk about Bruno, Susan. No. We don't talk about Bruno. No. Alien, do I smoke cigarettes? Is that because my teeth are yellow? I don't smoke cigarettes. I drink coffee, lots of it. Mark, hey. Cal, video with tips on changing routines, dealing with change. Yep, definitely done that. Definitely done a lot of on demand avoidance, but also on how to work through it, but also on, routine and transitions and things, but can always make more. This is the thing, right? I've been doing YouTube for 4 years. How many ways can you cook a sausage, right? So, how many ways can you cook a sausage? There's 4 years, as Jen from Neurodivergent likes to point out, over 700 videos. How many sausages can I cook and how many ways can I cook them? So eventually we have to come back around. So the topics you want me to revisit and look at, I will definitely do. Isabella, there's always something new to talk about. That seems to work out for me from time to time, and then not so much other times. But I'm multitasking here at the moment. So I'll let you in on a little behind the scenes secret. There's been a little issue / a little bit of indecision regarding the facial expression picture that I should use in the thumbnail for my video coming out on Monday, which is the difference between autistic burnout and depression. So there's been some trouble and some murmurings within the team. I'm talking about me. With facial expressions. So I've scrapped the first batch that I did, and I've taken some more just before I did this, and I'm kind of trying to look at them. And Scott, welcome to my inner circle. Mate, I appreciate you taking the time to become a member. That means everything. The support helps me go for another 4 years. So thank you, Scott. Welcome, of course, and thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Sinead, thank you. I appreciate it. Greetings from Ireland. Beautiful place. Wish I could go there. Jay, you love the shirt. Thank you, and appreciate the thing. This is actually Jen's merchandise from Neurodivergent. Sam, thank you. Happy birthday. Strawberry from my channel, obviously. Auditing with autism. Thank you. I appreciate it. Woot woot. Yeah, so I've got an issue with facial expressions here, guys. Breaking news. An autistic person has an issue with coming up with different facial expressions for thumbnails. Do you know how hard it is, like, to do subtle facial expressions? It's like, I'm thinking to myself, can I, like, smile like I'm smiling, but I'm forcing a smile, not wanting to smile? It's like, that sounds like smiling. Anyway, I'm trying to work out the best here. It's tricky. It's hard. So I'm doing that at the same time. So play along at home. I'd be happy to see you guys in Ireland, my friend. It'd be a bloody beautiful part of the world. Would love to go there. Let's see. Carla, my biggest issue is how to make routines that work with my autistic ADHD and my 4-year-old's autism are quite different, and fully single mum with no co-parent, and it's a lot of overwhelm. Totally get that. Totally get that. I think the more structured and predictable you can make your lives, the better it will be for both of you, because it builds in, like, there's always resistance initially, but it builds in safe boundaries, so structure and reliability and kind of, sameness and boundaries. If you can start to build that into every part of your life, I think that will help you and your child or your children, in my opinion. And I don't think it should sound like a bad thing. Linda, hi, happy birthday from Perth. Perth people. Linda, did you know that I lived in Perth? I lived in Perth for like half a decade when I was in radio. So I was on the radio in Perth, and I loved it there. I was on the radio in Perth. I used to do stuff, game day for the Freo Dockers, like on the big screen and stuff. Every time I see Perth, I just think, oh, how cool was my life in Perth? I loved it. Abby, thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks, Kat. Now let's see. What are your thoughts on covering autism, the topic of hormonal imbalances or like PMDD? Yeah, you know what? I've actually, Lauren, I've actually started that. Let's have a look. I've actually started that. I'll show you. You're not going to believe me, but look, what there. Can you see that? A guide to PMDD and what it is. I've actually started writing that script. Risk factors, signs and symptoms, diagnosis, and the autistic link. Did you know that compared to 3% of non-autistic women, studies have found nearly 21%, but studies have found up to 92% of autistic women experienced PMDD. And 46% of women with ADHD experienced PMDD. Yeah, I've been thinking about this too. You know, that's actually a topic, and I thought maybe this is a bit too intense for you guys. Maybe I should put this back. But I've actually got that script ready to go, you know? So I have had thoughts. But yeah, I think maybe that was a bit too much, but you guys obviously think that's an okay topic, I'm assuming. So that's cool. Autistic renegades, yeah, that's a good one too. Chronic illnesses. I can't keep up. Sorry, I'm doing my best. So Lauren, you suggested it. You brought it up, and you've said you'd love that. It'd be amazing. Is this something you can relate to? Is this something you've experienced? Because maybe you should do the video on this. I guess is what I'm getting at. Amanda, thank you. Hey guys, did you know, believe it or not, guys, my very first video when I opened my channel was on this day. Well, at least where I am, on the 15th of March, 2020. First video dropped 4 years ago today. Happy birthday to my channel. Have you checked out my very first video? If you haven't, don't. It's bad. That would be a bad thing to do. All right, let's see. Oh, these photos are horrible. These thumbnails are horrible. Absolutely horrible. Jesus. This is what I'm dealing with, trying to take a picture of myself and judge it. This is me doing a forced smile. Tell me if this looks like a forced smile for my thumbnail or if it just looks... Okay, so for starters, I know it looks horrifically ugly and horrible and just repulsive. So let's just agree with that and then go, does it look like a forced smile? Thoughts? I look constipated. I agree. But you reckon it looks forced? So you're happy with that one? Okay, great. Let's do that one. I'm happy to hear that because that's what I was going for. May the force be with you. That's right. That was awesome. I saw the comment, but I didn't see. I'm sorry, that's jumped away already. But that's a bloody great comment. I can't keep up with there's like emojis popping up, reactions, love hearts, and faces and stuff. And they're not stopping, so I appreciate that. Thank you for everyone, guys. Well, Jenna, the smile thing is interesting. I do smile a lot. But what I'm saying is the thumbnail I'm going for is not me smiling, but me like forcing a smile because I feel like I have to smile. Remember, my video is about depression and burnout and the difference between depression and burnout. That's the only reason. So it's like I find that hard to I find it hard to force a forced smile. Which doesn't make any sense at all. Autistic, thank you. Happy birthday to my channel. Yep. Lauren doing quotes from Home Alone. So here's what we do. Here's how we roll. Here's how we roll. I'll show you. Jen, you're watching one of my last lives and I realize I'm actually live right now. Welcome, my friend, welcome. There's definitely a lot of effort in making 4 smiles. Completely agree. Helen, thank you. I appreciate the happy birthday. Now, let's just work this out. Miles, thank you for the happy birthday. It's 4 years. I'm 4 today. Orion Kelly, that autistic guy, is 4 today. March 15, 2020. I don't look a day over 700. Okay. Emil, well, that's very nice of you. You can check out the channel, but I appreciate that. Is that 28 in YouTube years? Good one. Hey, you know what? I'm with you. To do 4 years virtually, 4 years, kind of virtually full-time on a YouTube channel, I'd say is quite old. I'd say in YouTube years, that is like a decade or something. That's for sure. But don't mention that too much. That overwhelms me based on the next period of time. That would be bad. Colo, were you nervous before putting out your first video? Yeah, I definitely was nervous about my first video. I wasn't nervous about my first video from the point of view of the autistic part, though. Like, 'cause I got to the point where, with the late diagnosis in my son, I just wanted to use it to do good. I was more nervous about how the world at large would take a video about autism, by me, and how my humor and my way of talking and different things, being Australian, all that kind of stuff. I was more nervous about that. Jen, hey Jen, neurodivergent, yo. Recognize this. Yes, Jen. Happy 4th birthday. My first video was the 15th of March, 2020, which is today here in Oz. And we're celebrating. Celebrating by, thank you, Water. I'm left-handed, and that's looks like my right on screen, but it's my left. Wow, that's freaky. Hang on. That's my right hand on this screen. But it's my left hand. I'm really confused. I'm sorry. This is really weird. Okay. My son's left-handed as well. Autistic people that are right-handed. Put your left hand up. No. Thank you, Carol. Appreciate it. Oh, so Sam, no, the pandemic wasn't a catalyst, only because with regards to the pandemic really reaching Australia to the point where it was a thing and then we started to have restrictions, that was more, in my opinion, in my experience, that was more kind of post Easter, post April, May, middle year 2020. And I really started working on my channel, if not the end of 2019, definitely the start of 2020. And then I worked on the first video for quite a while. Now I turn them around in a week. But so really the channel was ready to go by kind of Feb, early March 2020, before it was even really a thing. Like, it was like you'd watched on the news in other countries. What maybe helped, in fact, if you look back, what maybe helped was the fact the pandemic did create a lot of opportunity to reach people, because more people were at home and more people were on devices. So maybe that helped a lot of us, get attention and audiences. In saying that, though, it took me years to get, it took me a long time to get monetized, which is not a lot. It's like 1,000 subscribers back in my day. And then to go from that to, to even more, it takes a long time, but yeah. So we're multitasking here today on the live stream. I'm also trying to finish and sort out a thumbnail for my video on Monday, which is on the difference between autistic burnout and depression. And I've just shown a photo to people to see if they agree it's a forced smile, and you guys are cool with that. So yeah, I'm working through that now. Enjoy. First thing I'm going to do is find a background. So actually, you guys can help me. This will be way easier. Autistic burnout or depression, what should the background be? Should it be a color? What color? Should it be like a gradient of color? What colors? Should it be some sort of image or picture? What should the background be? Before I put the pictures on there you chose, what are we thinking about with regards to the background of the autistic burnout versus depression thumbnail? What color? Blue, okay. Antarctica, that's interesting. Purple. Black. Deep water. Me likey water. I really like the idea of water. That's cool. Deep water. This one's not bad. It's actually pretty good, to be honest with you. With regards to like deep water, it's just interesting. It's dark at the bottom and it's got like water at the top and light coming through. So let's have a quick look at this one. I like that. That is really cool. That is really cool. There's a slightly like bluer version. I'll show you. Maybe this is too blue. Is that too blue? Do you like the blacker one, the darker one? Automatic duck, hey. You like the first one, the darker one? Yeah, the darker one's better. I agree. Okay, cool. Next. All right. Moving into the photo now. We're going to get this thumbnail done. We'll just stand by. We're almost there. Michael, on this channel, we help Orion design his thumbnails. So, yeah. You know, that's never been done before. You guys have never done this before. So I thought this would be something a bit different and interesting. And it's a great way of getting your feedback. Like, for example, those two backgrounds. You guys picked a good one. Showed you a picture. You guys picked a good one. I mean, it looks absolutely horrible. There's absolutely no question about that. Got the forced smile. Growing with Wally, thank you. I appreciate it. I forgot what I was going to do. Hang on. I've lost it. Oh man, I've really lost it now. Sinead, channel plans for my channel in through the next year. Good question. Good question. I think it will be, my plans for this year are going to be to continue to do, every time I make a video, continue to try and make every video better than the last. To try and help you guys feel more seen and validated in every single video as much as possible. Apart from that, the plans for the channel are really, that's about it. It's really just trying to make sure every video gets a little bit better. Will there be, do I need to get support to help me out? I don't know. And yeah, just trying to find a way to make sure you guys are more heard and validated. It would be the thumbnail, guys, that I'm playing on with in the background here is the thumbnail for my next video. So my next video drops on Monday. For me, it's Friday, so this is a good time to get going. And it's the difference between autistic burnout and depression. What's the difference between autistic burnout and depression? And that's what I'm working on. I told you this was riveting. You didn't believe me. I tried to warn you. This is riveting. As riveting as it gets. Delta Genjin, have you ever had a Kurlan photograph? I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. I legitimately don't understand what that means. You should always share your experiences, Lauren. If you're talking about content creation, the only real way to create content is to share your own experiences, because really that's the expert you are. You're the expert on you and your own experiences. So yeah, if you want to be a content creator, then you need to get very comfortable with being very vulnerable and sharing your experiences every time. It shouldn't be a question. It should just, so if you burn out at the moment, you know, that experience of trying to start a channel but not being able to, that is definitely an experience. And as Jen from Neurodivergent said, amen. Amen. Amen to that. A-N-E-N to that. Jen. Sorry, Gem. It's amen, and she's called Gem. I'm sorry. It's not fun. That's not fair. That's not fair. And now I get my name in capitals. Orion! No more dabbling. You guys should feel attacked. Jen gets me started every time. It becomes a all-in brawler-rooney. The old brawler-rooney is what it is, plain and bloody simple. Plain and bloody simple. And hey, to those people coming on now and saying happy birthday. Hey guys, I appreciate you being here. You know, it's 4 years. 4 years since I put out my first video on the 15th of March, 2020. My first video on autism, my experiences and my channel. 4 years my channel's been going for. And I tell you, when I look back now, I go, oh my goodness, that's a lot of videos, a lot of work. And it would have meant absolutely nothing if it wasn't for you guys at this community watching the videos and being a part of this community. I could make 1 billion videos. It wouldn't make a difference if you guys weren't here. So thank you for being here. It means everything. Yes, Jen. 4 years is a lot of work. You got it. A hell of a lot of work. How many videos? Over 700. Vivian, thank you. I appreciate that. Cheers from Brazil. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so happy to hear your videos. My videos have helped. $700 videos. Do they include the shorts? Shorts. Do you mean videos that aren't long? Do videos that aren't long, but still have to get made, do videos that aren't long count as videos? Gigs. Diagnosed with PDD NOS at age 9, but denied for most of my life. Your content has been so helpful in understanding myself. You've made a difference. You make a difference. Thanks. Thanks, Gigs. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. It's great to hear from you, and thank you for your support. It's really amazing. Jeffrey, hi from Queens, New York, my friend. And thank you, Gigs. I appreciate that. Oh, yes, I know what they meant by YouTube Shorts. I'm saying, do you mean those videos that are short? Do those videos that are short count as videos? All right, we're close, my friends. We're real close here. Colby, I think that's nice. Thank you. I appreciate it. Mr. Musashi, Ontario, Canada, I appreciate that. Thank you. This is getting there, guys. This it's getting there. Nope. Good, Zip. I'm doing good. Brittany, hi. BC, welcome. AE86, welcome. Luna, hi. Laser. I really appreciate that. Thank you for saying that. And hello, everyone. First video out. 15th of March 2020, 4 years ago. Happy 4th birthday. Mighty Mouse, hi from Denmark. Annette, videos of help, thank you. Colby, when you say see me in public, do you mean people that see me in public that like know who I am? Because that doesn't happen. People don't see me in public and go, oh wow, I know who you are. I'm just a random dude. Autistic Renegade, with regards to subscribers, it's a bloody great question. It's a bloody great question. I definitely have a lot of subscribers and a lot of viewers in Australia, where I'm from. But it is definitely not my biggest audience. It's definitely not my biggest market. We're talking about America and Canada and the UK, parts of Europe, South America. These types of places, I would have more subscribers and more people watching my content than in my own country, which that doesn't really surprise me. Yeah. The more successful, I find probably some of the more successful male autistic content creators based in Australia just aren't my cup of tea. Apparently, if you want to be a successful autistic guy in Australia, you have to be boring as all hell. And that's not going to happen. So yeah, absolutely. Autistic. Oh, it's not my birthday. It's the channel's birthday. Yep, that's right. My channel, Orion Kelly, That Autistic Guy. First video out 15th of March, 2020. So the thumbnail background and the photos, I'll just put the photos on, just kind of playing around now. This is kind of like a working draft of how it looks. So you can see. Josh, hi from Melbourne, but you're starting to follow me when you're in the States. Exactly. My point exactly. I appreciate that. You can call me Mr. Joe. Thank you. That means a lot. And Vivian, thank you for recommending it. That's really nice. Oh, happy birthday to you, Doug. That's awesome, man. I'm happy to hear that. Autistic Renegade, thank you for following me from Australia. Oh, thanks, Joseph. You know, a lot of people from Ireland keep said hi, and I always say it'd be so cool to be there. So thank you. Thank you, Lauren. As always, I appreciate your support. Exactly, Michael. A live video streaming birthday celebration while I create a thumbnail, which is just riveting for you guys. I appreciate that. I'm creating a thumbnail while I talk to you guys on a live stream to celebrate 4 years. I acknowledge how horrifically boring that is. Yep, get it. Completely get it. This is art, my friend. This is art. JMS, you missed 3 years. I can tell you, and it doesn't matter, I'm happy to have you whenever you join the community. Obviously, hit that subscribe button. But you know what, though? You can always go back and revisit my videos. This is just a strange thing to me. I find it strange when people find your content through a new video, which is amazing, but then don't go back and look at others. Like, I guess I kind of get it, but like you can go to my channel and you look at all my videos, the whole catalog, and see all these videos you missed from the year before or 2 years before or whatever. And there's so many videos that you might really love and resonate with, and some might be horrible, but it seems like people skip that step, which is really interesting to me. Is that right, Lauren? I haven't seen it. That sounds funny. We're getting there. We're getting there on this bloody blue. We're getting there. Just trying something out here, guys. Sorry, God, it's tedious. Ugh. Blah, 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 blah. That was yuck. Okay, that makes no sense. Living in the grey area. I couldn't find my phone, then heard Orion's voice in the other room. That's funny. All the music talk reminds me of the boys and I at the moment are like obsessed to listen to and crazily move around to the I think it's the Cyril remix of Disturbed's Sound of Silence. That Cyril remix, man, it's cool. We just love going nuts with that song. I wish I could play it right now, but that would be not appropriate, legally appropriate. It's a have you heard it? It's a dance remix. It's a Cyril remix, a dance remix of that song. So that's obviously a rock song, but it's like a dancey remix, and it's really me and the boys love to just jumpy. I love the chat going on here at the moment too. It's good. Carry on without me. You're doing a great job. What in the world? No, it's not going to work for me. I don't have a Discord, Mighty Mouse, no. My phone's going to die soon, I reckon, guys. So this one, we'll have to wind this up pretty soon. I think my phone's about to die. Just letting you know. Been going for about 70 minutes. Michelle, I agree. Music is therapy, 100%. You plug it in, Michael. I'm not. I've been going for about 70 minutes, so it's a good time to say goodbye to everyone and keep working on this amazing thumbnail that's coming along for my video on Monday. Thank you guys for helping me put it together, by the way. Thank you for celebrating and being here, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you for your support for the last 4 years, or 4 days, 4 minutes, either way. Thank you. It's so baptized in fire. Thank you. Oh, I'm definitely not lying about the battery. You know how it has like the battery low icon? The whiteness is like a tiny little slither at the end. But I'm not going to go and take it and plug it in just to keep talking when I've been talking for 70 minutes. But anyway, thanks for being here, guys. Thank you for everyone for being here. I really do appreciate it. It's been awesome. It means a lot. Thank you for helping, Whitney, too. As always, Whitney, thank you for helping keep the peace. And Michael, cheesy voiceover guy from my first ever video. Bring him back. I don't think we can ever bring back cheesy video. Yeah, so you guys go and watch my first ever video on my channel. You know, hit oldest, and watch the cheesy voiceover guy and tell me why. Tell me why he should come back, because he should never come back. It's horrible. Anyway, it's always good doing live streams with you guys. We'll do them again soon. Don't worry. I try to do them lots. So it's great to catch up with you guys. Thank you for being here and watching my videos. It means a lot, guys. Have a great weekend for people that are already getting into it. And man, it's almost Easter. I cannot believe this. Horrible. School holidays are almost here. Wah! All right. See you, Whitney. See you, everyone. Thank you for being here. And I will talk to you guys soon, okay? I'm out. Catch you.